Hello, I am Fjallsback and welcome to Baldur's Gate Shadows of Amn. Right, we are in a tavern here and we are allowed to rest before we need to do whatever they want us to do next, which was perform another task within a few days of the city entrance. Once they leave the inn, which they haven't done yet. Right, so we have some other people we can talk to inside the inn here. Let's try with you. I didn't see you approach. My failing eyes shall net me a blade in my back soon enough. I swear it. I should be home, dying properly like an old male drow, rather than here listening to tales so often. Alright, do you have any tales of your own? I have many tales of my past, but I have told them so often I do not care to repeat my words. Let the younger drow boast and beat their chests as they wish. Can I ask you some questions then? Go ahead. If you need to know something, I suppose I'm old enough that I can still sit still and answer a query or two. Right, tell me of Loth. That's a god thingy, maybe not. Tell me of House Despana. A strong house, branches of which you'll find in cities other than simply Ustnathla. Many of the great families have their beginnings here in the first city, yes? Despana is high in Lot's favor, and many say that it schemes to place itself above all others here. I know little of such plans, however. Alright, do you know anything of these two guys here? Oh yes, the daughter of the House of Despana and the commander of the Male Fighter Society. Oh yes, indeed. There is a history there, if you have not heard it from elsewhere. It is said that the daughter Fire held Solafane in high esteem once, and not merely as a personal male. As Lot decrees, she did not use him and cast him off as a female, as it is a female's wont. It is said that Fair had feelings for the commander that were most undrow-like indeed. The matron mother of Despana was greatly displeased with her daughter's weakness. What was done then, who knows? It is obvious they hold no regard for each other now. Indeed, the commander would be a Drider if it were not for his position and favor in another house of great rank. Okay. Anything of dragons in the area? I know only of one dragon that inhabits a nearby caverns of the Underdark, and that is the ancient silver beast, Adalon, she who was sent by our surfer's cousins to guard the old passages. Yes, that one. What can you tell me about her? It is said that the silver dragon once had a mate long ago, a mate who was captured by our people when we were still dwellers of the southern reaches. The heart of her mate was ripped from its body whole, as I hear. The queen of the drow used its heart in a ceremony of great darkness, one that angered an old pale god of the surface elves. I do not know which one. Does it matter? When we were driven beneath the surface, sentenced by our old fiendish cousins, their god made a pact with Adalon in return for her vow to guard the old passage to the surface. He would give her what she desired most. At a time of her choosing, when she had grown old, Adalon could call on the god and he would grant her children eggs that would be made real when the soul of her lost made real by the soul of her lost dragon love, or so the story goes. I hold little truck with it myself, but when I would never venture into old passages just in case the tales of her presence are true. Is there any news more recent? Perhaps you've heard of her eggs? Well, I have heard that the passages to the surface are open once more. At least the matron mothers certainly believe so, gathering their armies as they are. Perhaps Adalon is dead, I know not. Okay, Loth. I'll not be the one to talk over much of the Spider Queen. She's a proud one, Loth is, and she rules her cities with a careful eye. If you have any sense, you'll never mention any of the other gods. Other gods? Oh yes, Veirun, the thief god, and Ganduahur, a slime god of the caverns, and two of her most implacable foes. And then, of course, there is Elistray. She's the good drow goddess, if I remember correctly, the one that Drist Do'Urden follows, I think. The Dark Maiden is a good deity of our kind, if such a thing exists. She seeks to turn us from our path of darkness, you see. Ha, but such god holds little talk with most of drow. Lot is paramount. The Spider Queen is a jealous goddess, reserving all worship for herself. Most drow will not even breathe the names of others in fear of retribution. Myself, I'm old enough to care little any longer. But surely you know all of this. I am not saying that any drow would not know. Yes, overlook my long-windedness if you can. Right, I'll be going now. I was afraid that this was going to reveal us for being imposters. Be on our way then. Alright. Who will we speak with next? This guy here.
Do not question the matron mothers.
We are telling tales, male, of our feats and history. It is an old custom of Ustnathla, something you will be unfamiliar with, Nashdran. Right, tell me about your own feats then. I have slaughtered many in my time, male, so do not ask such questions. If I have not, I am as battle-hardened as any of the fighters in the fighter societies. I took part in a glorious running on 100 years ago when a cavern leading to the surface was found. I helped raid the communities during the hunt. Many pathetic humans fell to our blades in that running in memory of Ustnatha. I stumbled into a village on the surface known as halflings. The diminutive worms scattered. I hunted them all, and I have their tiny skulls to this day. The running lasted a week before the humans marshaled their defenses. The humans collapsed the tunnel, but one day we shall find another. I pray again to be amongst the drow who will take part in the running. I see. What do you know of the city? Something of the city's history, eh? Yes, I suppose you would know nothing of it, you ignorant lout. Do you even know the part of Ustnalia played in the scattering? The scattering? Bah, you are completely devoid of any sense. Your house mother should have been flayed alive for her neglect of your instruction. When the magical battles caused the collapse of Baldur, the great cavern once held by the dwarves, most drow were crushed, only the favored survived. Groups of drow fled the rubble in every direction, seeking new holds to establish their power, set upon by our enemies. That was the scattering, fool. Ustnathla was untouched by the Great War, and hordes of drow came to our walls for protection. Devourers and eye tyrants followed, seeking to eradicate them. For 1 century our enemies waged constant war upon us. The wall of Ustnathla held, however, and we pushed our enemies back into merciless victory. Many of the drow that left Ustnathla to find larger living spaces, more resources to plunder, establishing our beloved Sed Nasad amongst other places. Oh, your beloved, okay. There would be no Sed Nasad if it were not for the walls of Natha. That is the part Ustnatha played in the scattering. Don't forget it. Alright, I'll be going. We just get out of here. This is the guy that won the fight, right?
From house and queens to walk into the grave.
Okay. He won. It's just a dagger. Table holds nothing. Right over here. Grab a gold. Right, so how many people are there? 2, okay. Imdrun or Ilmdrun.
To walk apart from house and queens, to walk into the grave.
Greetings to you, male. You are one who's recently from said Nashad, correct? I have heard of you. Okay, so we have to watch our step here so he doesn't reveal us as frauds. We drow gather to tell tales of our conquest on the surface, or dark stories of our past. It's a tradition in Usnatha, this place that was the first. Alright, do you have any tales to tell? I have few accomplishments yet, male. I completed the blooding but a year ago when I was made a long voyage to the surface with 2 brothers. It's a blinding and foul place, the surface. My brothers and I found one of the surface elves, however, a female, pale and delightful to look upon. She was almost too easily slaughtered. We were hunted by elven patrols and my brothers were murdered, but I carried the head of the female back to the Underdark. It was considered a fine trophy for the blooding. My matron was pleased and has sponsored my entry into the Male Fighter Society next year. Alright. The first... yeah, that is the first city and so on, so I think we will just be going then, I guess. And this guy here, Sundrin.
Victory for the Spider Queen.
Manager of Fighting Pit. Here the courageous battle enslaved the beasts for the glory of Loth and our entertainment. You seem a hardy type. There are several dread beasts that have been captured and await your death blow if you dare. You are Nashtran, yes, recently arrived. I've heard of you. There are many here who would desire to see if you fight as well as they say. Of course, if you are pale and cowardly, you need not make the attempt. The Spider Queen, however, respects only those who are strong. I guess I will fight in the pit. It is gratifying to see such steel in you, male. You shall first battle an Umber Hulk, a creature if not inconsiderable in size. It is angry. I shall open the gate for you now. Go quickly. If you survive, come back and speak to me once you are done for your reward. Go then. Alright, do I get the entire party? I do. There's the Umber Hulk.
A good hit. A good hit.
Alright, that was that. Maybe sort out the marching order and head back to the guy.
Through destiny and might, we shall rule supreme.
Ah, the glorious Urmail. I am sure the Queen of the Demon Web Pits smiles upon you, and Umber Hulk is no mean opponent. Here's your reward. Now, should you wish to continue to show your prowess, there's another slave who awaits bloodletting at your hands. We gained 250 gold, okay. A dreaded Nabashu of the lower plains, captured by the handmaidens for crossing, a matron mother, and sent to fight in the pits. Sure. And head on in. So there's a demon of some sort. Oh, two of my guys didn't join in. Oh, that's a bartender. Fight's over already. Alright. That was rather easy, apparently. You defeated Nabashu, praise to you. We were very entertained by your struggle. Here's 500 gold pieces for your display. Alright. You dare continue. There's a prize amongst the shark friends, the one that calls Shahaugen. Strong one captured with difficulty. Okay. Strong fighter. Right. Let's try this again. See how many we'll get in this time. All of us. Shahaugen Prince. He is no more. Alright.
Victory for the Spider Queen.
Alright, 750 gold. You prove yourself Among Us male for us to show, 750, okay. There's no need to continue. The only slave left is nobody's been able to defeat. It would be a waste to see you killed by such a male. What slave is that? What type of creature? It's an eye tyrant. Okay, I'll fight. Open the gate. Let's try that. Are you sure? Excellent. Attention all. The most brave drow male has agreed to take on the most horrid of our battle slaves, the fearsome eye tyrant. So that's a beholder of some sort. Let's just pause here, make sure we get everyone involved here. There you are.
You asked for it.
Okay. That was that. And we didn't even get everyone in. So,
The best surfacer is a
You-
good surfacer.
you killed the Eye Tyrant. Truly you are worthy of any loads. Mother Loth might lay down upon you 1,000 gold. I see no why the House of Despana shows you such attentions. Despite being Nastaran, a male of your potency would be a worthy addition to any house. Unfortunately, there are no other battle slaves in my pen, none for a worthy foe as you. Perhaps you would return another time to see what I can collect, yes. Perhaps you can enter the pit and I'll fight you instead. Right, I've heard the Drow army here is busy. Let's go with that. There are whispers that of great bloodletting planned upon our hated betrayers of the surface world. Alright. Regardless, you are correct. The matron mothers are hoarding warriors and mages until they say what they're doing. However, no one will truly know. The Spana, that's the same, I guess, as before, and the dragons, I guess. Let's try those though. Noble house. Yep. Mother can be fickle. Alright, you can only interest in me, okay. You know anything about the dragons. Some even say they traded. Alright. Fearsome silver beast. Alright, perhaps you can enter the pit and fight me instead. Sure. I am no match for your skills, male. I'll go to the pens and see if there's anything more suited for us. Alright. What is up here? Right, so I guess we'll have to speak with the barkeep over here and have a rest, and then these guys will go out and then we shall meet them. Guess that is what's gonna go on here. Hold on, party? No, I'm missing. Okay.
Walk apart from house and queens to walk into the grave.
Alright, is there anything particular you need? A mug of black mead perhaps, or have you found a partner to retire to the Lust Chambers with? Lust Chambers? Brothel type thing, I guess. Do not speak in splitity. Don't know what this word means at all. This is a place for drow recreation, as any other. Drow who find each other arousing may retire to the chambers for oiled massages or whatever else they please. Failing that, there are pits for fighting. Right, for those whose stomach are not weak and pale. There's so many drow telling tales and stories here, the custom of the city. But I'm sure you do not need to guide you about. You have eyes, I can tell. See now, it's something you need. Okay. What services? Only royal rent. Alright, I guess we're renting that. Done. Right, and have they left the area? Our two friends here, they have. Yep, so we have to speak with them outside somewhere. And our battle guy is not back. Alright, that will be in the next episode, though I will take a break here. Thank you very much for watching.